cheer. Number one, Philadelphia. Here they come, team of the year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Here come the Sixers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 76ers. A new fan has emerged for the 76ers today. We got two games that are on today. The Oklahoma City Thunder are trailing 55-52 against the Charlotte Hornets right now. But anyway, besides that, and we also got the Toronto Raptors and the Indiana Pacers. I'm kind of an Indiana Pacers guy, but they're not doing too good at 62-53. But anyway, I'm here today to show off some new things I got on here. And you all know me. If you're new around here, but anyway, I figured I'd come on here and do NBA edition of Sports Talk, talking about the conference, the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. I figured I'd do it solo today to kick this off because I know it's Saturday is college football, but I know NBA is going on right now. It's halftime for both these games, the Toronto Raptors and the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Charlotte Hornets. But anyway, if you've noticed on the bottom of my screen, I've become a 76ers fan because the funniest story, I watched a documentary about the, well, never mind, we got some other games on right now. The Denver Nuggets are going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Milwaukee Bucks are going up against the Los Angeles Lakers, which that's kicking off. But anyway, if you notice on the bottom of my screen, I've become a 76ers fan. And I've also moved the WWE old school logo to the top of the screen now to make way for the new ones that are up on the bottom of the screen, as you can see. But anyway, but now let's get into the Eastern Conference. Right now, the Detroit Pistons are your leader for the Eastern Conference. Right now, they're 11-2. They only have 2 losses right now in their conference, and they're number 1. So they're doing really good. And also the New York Knicks are doing pretty good too. They're 8-4, but they're second in the conference of the Eastern Conference, and their third conference for the Eastern Conference is Cleveland in your top 10, or top 6, I should say. We'll start with the top 6, then work. The Cleveland Cavaliers are 9-5. Atlanta Hawks are 8-5 in the top 6, and the Milwaukee Bucks are 8-5, both for them and Atlanta Hawks. Not much to say about Milwaukee or Atlanta Hawks or Cleveland Cavaliers or the Knicks, but the Knicks are pretty good, I guess. The Detroit Pistons are having a comeback, I guess, probably, or is what it is, because I kind of watched some highlights of the 76ers playing the Detroit Pistons. I actually rewatched some of the stuff. I didn't watch the game because I don't have NBA, sadly, but I'm kicking off NBA edition of Sports Talk, which who knows, we might have special guests on here now and then. But I'm just here kicking it off today. But anyway, it's your top 6. And the 76, oh yeah, I forgot about the 76ers. Duh. They're 7-5. But yeah, I also kicked off a new YouTube channel for the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm a 76ers fan now, so feel free to check out that. I'll link it in the description if you want to follow it. So I'll link that in the description of this live stream, and you can subscribe to that. I might make videos not this year, but maybe next year of the Philadelphia 76ers season, because it's in the middle of the bowl games and stuff right now for the cups and all that for the NBA right now, and I don't know when the finals or the championship's going to be, but anyway, I don't know much about NBA, so I'm new to this. So here's your top 10. In the top 10 range, we have number 7, the Toronto Raptors are 7-5 for the Eastern Conference, and the Chicago Bulls were big back in the 90s. They're 6-5, and the number 8 for the Eastern Conference, and Orlando Magic is 7-6, and the Miami Heat at number 10. I'm kind of a Miami Heat fan. I don't know much about them. They're 7-6, but I picked the 76ers, so they're my underdog, I should say. This is going to be a lot about the 76ers because I've been obsessed. I'm also going to buy a hat too, so I said that in my previous stream this morning. But anyway, I'll talk about the 76ers in a video on the YouTube channel. I'm not going to do that here because there's so much. Go Warriors, says Silverbells Channel. Hey, Silverbells, do you want to be part of the first ever... do you want to be part of the stream? I know it's college football is in the... They're in the West. I'll get to the Western Conference in a second. Silverbell says go Warriors. He's a Warriors fan. I've kind of embraced the 76ers because they were big back in the 70s. They were like the big underdog back in like the 70s and the 80s when they were playing against Magic Johnson. I've been watching my history, so I know what's going on. Enough about the 76ers. I'm not too attached to them. Okay, the Boston Celtics are not in the top 10. Here's your non-top 10 teams that are not in the Eastern Conference. The Boston Celtics are 6-7. They used to be good. They had Larry Bird for a while. Funny enough, I have a Larry Bird card, and I'll show that off if I can find it. That is. Yeah, here's the Larry Bird card. Here's the Prism. We did Larry Bird back in the day. He used to play for the Boston Celtics too. In the first half of the 1970s, Indiana State was paddling along as a 500 independent team. Then Bird arrived and everything changed. The Syracuse hopped on the Missouri Valley Conference and started hopping up national rankings as Junior Bird led the squad to a 33-1 record and top spot on the final AP poll. So he played for the Indiana Syracuse and Larry Bird. He's a big legend in the NBA world and the Boston Celtics. Um, the Charlotte Hornets are 4-8 in the Eastern Conference. These are your non-top. Again, these are the non-teams that are not in the top 10 for the Eastern Conference. I'll get to the West in a second. But anyway, the Charlotte Hornets are 4-8. I think I said that already. Um, they're not doing too good. They're not in the top 10. The Brooklyn Nets are 1-11. That's kind of bad. The Indiana Pacers are 1-11 too, so they're not doing too good. And they're playing today right now. Actually, it's 53-62. But I know college football is big on Saturdays, so I know I didn't want to do it in the message of the Discord because there's a lot of people on the Discord that are doing college football. So on the Discord with Squidward and company. But anyway, the Washington Wizards are 1-11, like with these guys, so they're up there. Um, Now it's time we get into the Western Conference. If they're top 10 for the Western Conference, uh, this is DX fan number one's team. I don't want to say real names on stream. The Oklahoma City Thunder are doing pretty good. They're 12-1 right now, with only one loss in the top 10 or in the top six. I'll get to the top 10 in a second. Um, yeah, the Oklahoma City Thunder are your champions from last year, I think it was, or this year. Oh, 2024, I think it was, or 2025. But Silver Bells can correct me. But congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. You guys are making a big comeback tour. I don't know much about the Oklahoma City Thunder. I bet DX fan knows a lot more about the Oklahoma City Thunder. But anyway, the Denver Nuggets are 9-2. They're in the top six, and the Houston Rockets are 8-3. And I might check Discord and see if anyone's on. I might check Discord for a second and see if anyone's on. No, it's just me. Okay. Um, Everyone's probably watching college football. I get it. But anyway, your top six, we have the Los Angeles Lakers are 9-4. They were pretty good back in the 80s. Los Angeles Lakers. The Minnesota Timberwolves are 8-4 in your top six. And number six is San Antonio Spurs. They're 8-4. I'm hit Cricket, by the way. I can see them. I see through chat. But anyway, the Phoenix. Here's your top 10. Number 7 are the Phoenix Suns. They're 8-5. The Golden State Warriors. We'll check in with them because they're in the top 10. They're 8-6 right now in the third Pacific Division. They got a long ways to go. They're doing pretty good. They got to play the Pelicans. Oh yeah, also breaking news: the Pelicans coach got fired in NBA. So there's your breaking news. I saw it today on the football on Saturday college football. They were saying that they're gonna play them, and they're at the Pelicans. Um, but yeah, the Golden State Warriors are in the top 10 in the Western Conference. And we have the Portland Trailblazers on the Trailblazer. 6-6 are these guys. And the Portland Trailblazers are the Trailblazers. They're 6-6. I mean, they're in the top. They're surprisingly in the top 10. And we got the Utah Jazz at 4-8 in your top 10, and the final one of the top 10. Here's your non-top 10s for the Western Conference. I should say the Scavengers. I should call them for the non top 10s, the Scavengers. The LA Clippers are 4-8 right now. Shout out to them. They gotta play. They gotta play the 76ers, I think, at some point. I'll get into that in a second, but I'm not going to go through the. I'm just showing off conferences and whatnot. But anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies are 4-10. They're I know DX fan went to the Memphis Grizzlies stadium or somewhere one time before and went to Memphis. Um, thing about Memphis is their football team surprisingly did good in college football. Their city not that much good. Um, but anyway, that's another day thing. But they're the scavenger belt for the Western Conference. The Sacramento Kings are 3-10. They're 3-10. They're the Sacramento Kings, and we've got the Dallas Mavericks are 3-10, and the New Orleans Pelicans are your last scavenger team. Their coach got fired, by the way. That's breaking news. I forgot his name, but anyway, he got fired. They're 2-10. The New Orleans Pelicans are 2-10. But yeah, that's your for your conference. Let's go into the leagues. The National Basketball Association leagues right here. Here is your uh, standings and all that good stuff. Here's your win and losses and all that stuff. I already went through all the teams in the conference. Let's go to divisions and see what we got. The Atlantic, the Central, the Southwest, and the Western Conference, the Northwest, Pacific, and the Southwest. I'll go over who's dominating in the division because the conference is your conference. So in the Eastern Conference and the Atlantic, the New York Knicks are leading 8-4. The New York Knicks are the Knicks, so they're doing their own thing. And the Atlantic and the second in the Atlantic, we got the Philadelphia 76ers are 7-5, so they're second in the Atlantic. The Toronto Raptors are 7-5, and the Boston Celtics are 6-7, and the Brooklyn Nets so 1-11. So anyway, and dominating the Central and the Eastern Conference are the Detroit Pistons. They're having a comeback tour. They're coming out of the sewer works. I saw a funny comment in the in the highlights for the 76ers and the Detroit Pistons. They said they're coming out of the sewers and dominating again. But anyway, in the Central. So Cleveland Cavaliers are the second in the Central for the Eastern Conference. Sorry, they're 9-5, so they're doing pretty good. The Milwaukee Bucks are 8-5. The Chicago Bulls are 6-5, and the Indiana Pacers are 1-11, so they're last in the Central. The Southwest, your Southwest people are dominating as the Atlanta Hawks are 8-5. Orlando Magic is 7-6. The Miami Heat is 7-6. Charlotte Hornets. I'm not going to say about most of these teams, but if you want to stop me, you can. But anyway, the Charlotte Hornets are 4-8 in the Southwest, and the last one in the Southwest for the Eastern Conference is the Washington Wizards are 1-11. They're not doing too good. Now it's time we get into the Western Conference and who's dominating the Northwest in the divisions. And your dominating team, who's currently leading 12-1, is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's give a hand to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Who knows? Maybe they might win again in the championship or whatever else, because Oklahoma City has a shot because they're 12-1, obviously, in the Northwest, dominating the Northwest. And the Denver Nuggets are 9-2. They're doing kind of good. They're second in the Northwest in the Western Conference. Minnesota Timberwolves, sorry, are 8-4, and the Portland Trail Blazers are 6-6, and the Utah Jazz is dead last in the Northwest, are 4-8. In the Pacific area of the Western Conference, in the divisions, are dominating are the Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the Lakers' thing. They're 9-4. Phoenix Suns are 8-5. Golden State Warriors are 8-6. Go Golden State Warriors. I know Silver Bells is probably watching right now. He is. And the Golden State are third in the Pacific Western Conference division. And the LA Clippers are 4-8. And the Sacramento Kings are 3-10. And Houston Rockets are that. Now here's the Southwest. Sorry. Houston Rockets are 8-3, and they're dominating the Southwest. Currently leading, and the San Antonio Spurs are second and 8-4. And Memphis Grizzlies are 4-10, and the Dallas Mavericks are 3-10, and the New Orleans Pelicans dead last in the Southwest, 2-10. Now let's get into some games we got going on here. Well, let's get in and see what we got for Saturday, or this Saturday right now. Currently live, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder again in Charlotte playing in Toronto, and Indiana Pacers in Los Angeles, and Milwaukee Bucks are playing Denver Nuggets and Minnesota Timberwolves. And here's your schedule for Sunday, which is tomorrow, the 16th of November. We got the Celtics going up against the LA Clippers. Sacramento is going to get San Antonio, and Brooklyn and Washington heading head to head on Sunday. Orlando and Houston. And Golden State goes up against New Orleans, the New Orleans Pelicans. They lost their coach, so breaking news again. If you heard it for the third time, I'm going to say it. Their coach got fired. And they're dead last in the conference or their division. But anyway, go Golden State Warriors. Hope you defeat the New Orleans Pelicans. We got the Portland Trail Blazers going against the Dallas and Atlanta and Phoenix. And Chicago Bulls going against the Utah Jazz on Sunday. And here's your Monday slate for the 17th, which is the next Monday. Milwaukee Bucks going up against Cleveland. Indiana Pacers going up against the Detroit Pistons. We got the LA Clippers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Uh-oh. I hope the 76ers dominate against the LA Clippers because the LA Clippers aren't doing too good. They're like a scavenger team in their conference and division. But anyway, I hope the 76ers have a comeback win after their loss to the Detroit Pistons, which I'll give the 76ers credit. They did okay against the Detroit Pistons in their previous other game that happened yesterday, but I didn't watch it. But anyway, I hope the 76ers, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 76ers, dominate the LA Clippers. New York Knicks are going up against the Miami Heat on Monday at 7:30. And Charlotte and Toronto, Dallas and Minnesota Timberwolves. And Oklahoma City Thunder goes up against the New Orleans Pelicans. They're going to get crushed again, probably, by the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Chicago and Denver is your last for Monday. And here's your Tuesday slot for the 18th, which I'll go through this. Golden State Warriors going to go up against Orlando. Boston Celtics are going up against Brooklyn. The Detroit Pistons going up against the Atlanta Hawks. And Memphis Grizzlies and San Antonio Spurs. And Utah Jazz going against the Los Angeles and Phoenix Suns and Portland Trail Blazers. That's your Tuesday slot for November 18th. And here's your Wednesday slot for the 19th. Who do we got next? We got the Houston Rockets and Cleveland, Charlotte, Indiana Pacers, Toronto, and the Philadelphia 76ers. Again, going up against the Toronto Raptors on Wednesday, November 19th. Oh, yeah, and Golden State goes against Miami Heat. Oh, yeah. Go Golden State. I hope you... Well, you know what? I don't want to be biased against them because I kind of like the Miami Heat, too, a little bit. I never watched them, but anyway. You know what? I'll just say... I'll go ahead and do it for the thing and do it for Silver Bells and say go Golden State beat Miami Heat. I mean, they're okay, but they're kind of in the top 10 in their division. But anyway, Washington versus Minnesota for the Wednesday slate from November 19th, 2025. And then we got the Denver Nuggets and the New Orleans Pelicans. They're probably going to lose again. Sacramento, I'm sorry I'm picking on the New Orleans Pelicans already, saying that they're going to lose probably multiple times because their coach got fired. Not to say that couldn't happen, but no offense to any of you New Orleans Pelican fans. You're probably going to lose again. But anyway, no bias. No bias against them. I mean nothing against them, but you might lose a few games. Sacramento versus Oklahoma City Thunder. The Kings going up against the Thunder at 8. And The New York Knicks going up against Dallas, and the Chicago versus the Portland Trail Blazers. So that's your Wednesday, November 19th slate. Now let's get into some more slates of games. We got Thursday, the 20th of next week. The LA Clippers going up against Orlando. Sacramento versus Memphis. And the 76ers again going up against the Milwaukee Bucks at 8 p.m. I hope the 76ers railroad Milwaukee Bucks. Go 76ers. Atlanta Falcons versus San Antonio Spurs. Now, 76ers are ranked in the top six, I think. Yes, they were in the top six because I already covered that. But anyway, anything can happen. But that's your Thursday slate for November 20th in Atlanta Falcons and San Antonio Spurs. Now here comes the slate for Friday. We got a big slate for Friday here. Indiana Pacers going up against Cleveland and Brooklyn going against the Boston Celtics. Washington versus Toronto. Miami Heat going up against the Chicago Bulls. The New Orleans Pelicans at Dallas. They're probably going to lose again. Again, no bias to New Orleans Pelicans fans. I don't know if there's any out there, but anyway, if you're watching, I mean, no bias against you. I mean, you lost your coach, but you could lose a few games. I'm just saying. Again, I know I'm kind of saying they might lose again, but anything can happen. They could come back. It's too early to call anyway. I'm not picking any picks or anything. I'm just going through the games. But if you want to stop me and say anything, you can. But Minnesota are going up against the Phoenix Suns. The Denver Nuggets going up against the Houston Rockets, and Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Utah Jazz. Portland Trailblazers on the Golden State are at Golden State Warriors. Go Golden State. I hope you beat Portland Trailblazers and whatnot. That's your schedule for actually for the whole week. That's your whole week. That's your whole week for this. So anyway, that's it for that one. Okay. Now I think that's it. I'll probably cover that because that's it for this whole week. I covered pretty much every single game. But that's the NBA edition of Sports Talk. Go 76. I hope you dominate the whole season, and also, yeah, yeah, I need to pull back on the 76ers. I'm too obsessed. I already announced on the group, not on the group, I'm already a 76ers hype train fan. But anyway, I'll post a video and I'll do a history of why, or I'll do a video on the channel. I'll post it in the description and you can subscribe to it if you want. But anyway, let's just say I've been converted into a 76ers fan. 76ers suck. Hey, I can say the Golden State Warriors suck, Silver Bells. I mean, no, I take that back. They're let me go back to the divisions and stuff. I mean, they're the what? Again, I'm showing bias to the 76ers because I'm on the hype train. They're yeah, I'll go back to the conference and we can talk all day. I take that back. In the Western Conference, they're ranked 8 and they're in the top 10. I mean, the Golden State Warriors are in the top 10. But yeah, the Golden State Warriors are 8-6. I mean, they're okay. I mean, they're in the top 10. They're not. At least they're not a scavenger. I mean, you could be lucky, Silver Bells. At least they're not a scavenger in the Western Conference. I mean, they got a chance to go into the championship or whatever. But anyway, I don't know how the NBA works. So you got me. This is the first edition of this, by the way. So just to let you know, I'm kicking it off. But anyway, I think that's it for this edition. If any final words or any send offs you want to say or anything, I'm going to check Discord and see what's on Discord or anything because I know it's no one's on Discord. The only one is on is Elijah. But anyway, and Dark Clown. It's college football day, and everyone's watching this. Probably not watching the show, and I know Silver Bells is watching this because he's a Golden State Warriors fan. Because he likes what's his name? Kobe Bryant, right? Um, I let's go to the Golden State Warriors. Let's check their roster because I know who his name is. Um, Stephen Curry. That's who he likes. Yeah, Stephen Curry. Let's pull up Stephen Curry here. Stephen Curry. He's a decent guy. He's leading in the poll, I guess. In the Pelicans, 11-16, so that's 7 p.m. They're gonna play the Pelicans. Sorry against the Pelican fans, you're gonna lose. Though look at him there, but I mean he's got some decent points. I mean passing yards or whatever. I don't know the stats. Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff. In the regular season, he's done, I guess, his career long. I mean, he's doing real good. But anyway, you get me. Yeah, Stephen Curry is who Silver Bells likes in the Golden State Warriors, and also Arkham Knight. I want to shout out Arkham Knight. He's also a Golden State Warriors fan. So yeah, that's Stephen Curry for you. Here's your lineup for the Warriors, by the way. Um, yeah, 11-16. That's tomorrow. So the Golden State Warriors going to play the Pelicans. Again, I'm sorry. If I said the Pelicans are going to lose, they'll probably lose this game. They lost their coach again for the fourth time. You get the news already. But that's your picks. Well, not really picks, but that's your college conference top tens and non-conference top contenders that are not. I call the scavengers that are not in the top tens for the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference, and also your divisions. So if anyone wants to say anything else for the Northwest and Pacific and Southwest in the Western Conference, and also the Eastern Conference, the Atlantic, Central, and the Southwest. I know Southeast. Sorry, but anyway, that's your rendition of Sports Talk NBA Edition Episode 1. I know I kicked this off probably on Saturday because mostly everybody's not watching probably NBA right now. I don't know the ratings or anything for NBA during a Saturday night when it's college football, but I don't know how the ratings are. But anyway, but that's your rendition of Episode 1 and what to look forward to. Hopefully, we can get more people on this. And I get to rant about me talking about the 76ers the whole time. That's fun. I played the song in the opening, but anyway, just assume you can. But anyway, that's episode 1 of the Sports Talk NBA edition, episode 1. I tried to probably get Arkham Knight, but he's busy watching college football. Who knows what the heck he's doing and watching college football. And I know Silverbells is watching the show, and I know you're out there watching. Go. I'll say this. I'll say this once. Or no. I'll keep saying it because I hope Golden State Warriors do good in their conference. Again, this is probably showing bias, but anyway, no bias. But anyway, go Golden State. I hope you have a good season this year, and go Stephen Curry. I know he's your top dog, or he was back in the day. Not back in the day, but in the like 2016 and whatnot. But anyway, that's your not picks. I mean your conference and divisions for the 2025 and 2026 regular season. And actually, no, that's preseason. I'll just go over regular season. But that's it for this one, folks. Go Indiana, go Tennessee. No, go Tennessee, go Indiana, and go Miami. And go 76ers. Philadelphia 76ers beat. I need to go back to the schedule. Go 76ers beat the LA Clippers for Monday, for next Monday, or November 17th. So that's it for this one, folks. Thank you all for watching this rendition. Again, go Tennessee, go Indiana, go Miami, go 76ers. Beat the LA Clippers on Monday, November 17th. But that's it for this one. And also special shout outs to the Silver Bell Show. He's watching at home. And shout out to Arkham Knight. He's new. I'm gonna try and make a. I'm gonna try and do another rendition of the Sports Talk NBA edition banner, so I can get logos for our Discord and YouTube thumbnails. So I'm gonna make a rendition of that for whoever pops on here. But anyway, that's it for this one, folks. Thank you all for watching. Again, shout out to Arkham Knight, Silver Bell Show. He's watching, and LTM Vlogs or LTM Movie Reviews, whatever he's called nowadays. And yeah, that's it for this one, folks. That's episode 1 of the Sports Talk NBA edition, episode 1. And I know it's a Saturday again. It's a Saturday. It's college football is taking over the whole world right now, and we're getting close to the playoffs. We'll get into that in a second. Probably later in the weeks, we'll get into the playoffs condition for the college football. But yeah, the regular season's wrapping up as we know it for the college football portion of this few weeks. And that's it for this one. Thank you all for watching. Again, go 76ers. Go 76ers. I hope you dominate the whole season. I hope you dominate the rest of the season. But anyway, that's it for this one, folks. Again, no bias. I'm going to stop ranting about the 76ers, okay? But anyway, you get the idea. Go Golden State and go 76ers. I'm saying it for Silver Bells. That's it for this one. Thank you all for watching this rendition of Sports Talk NBA Edition Episode 1. And again, I'm going to try and get people on this, like Silver Bells and DX Fan. I know you haven't seen much of DX Fan. He's been real busy for a while, but yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you all for watching. And also, good night. And also, feel free to check out college football. That's live right now. So, yeah, there's some games going on. But that's it for this one. Thank you all for watching. And I might come back after the whole next week. Pretty much since I covered all the NBA games. I'll probably do this next week. So, this rendition of NBA edition. But anyway, that's it for this one, folks. Thank you all for watching. Go Indiana, go Miami, and go Tennessee. And go 76ers. Or go the Philadelphia 76ers. That's it for this one. Thank you all for watching.